Emily Hart was the kind of person people remembered. A 28-year-old nurse in the quiet town of Maple Hollow, Wisconsin, she was known for her calming presence and the way she treated every patient like family. In a town of just over 3,000, where the pace of life was slow and the streets felt safe, Emily was more than just a nurse. She was a neighbor, a friend, and for many, a symbol of comfort in hard times. That's what made her disappearance so chilling. On the morning of October 17, 2022, Emily failed to show up for her shift at the Maple Hollow Regional Clinic. At first, her coworkers assumed she was sick. But when she missed the entire day without calling, concern quickly turned to fear. Her sister, Rachel, went to check on her and found her apartment unlocked. Emily's car was parked out front. Her phone and keys were gone, but her wallet and ID were left on the kitchen table. Nothing was out of place except for the fact that she was gone. The town mobilized instantly. Search teams combed through wooded trails and frozen fields. Flyers went up. Candlelight vigils were held in the town square. For the first few days, investigators worked under the assumption that Emily had been the victim of a random act of violence. Maybe a stranger passing through had taken her. That theory didn't last long. As detectives dug into her digital life, phone logs, emails, browser history, another side of Emily began to emerge, one few had seen. It turned out she had been having a long-term affair with a married man, Dr. Michael Thorne, a respected physician at the very clinic where she worked. Emails between the two revealed a relationship that had become strained in the weeks before she vanished. Emily had grown tired of being a secret. In one of her last messages to him, she wrote, "I can't keep pretending. Either you tell her or I will." Her disappearance now looked less like a random attack, and more like something personal. Dr. Thorne didn't deny the affair, but he claimed it had ended 2 weeks before she vanished. He said Emily hadn't taken it well, but he insisted he hadn't seen her since. He had an alibi, a video call with a medical colleague the night she went missing. Still, detectives kept digging. Suspicion quickly turned toward his wife, Melissa Thorne. A high school teacher, she had once mentored Emily and reportedly hadn't known about the affair. Melissa claimed she hadn't seen Emily in over a year, but when police searched her SUV, they found a single long blonde hair in the backseat. Later, during a search of the Thorne family's garage, they found a bracelet, engraved with the words "To M, Love Ratch," buried under boxes and holiday decorations. It was a gift Emily's sister had given her. Melissa insisted she had no idea how it got there. Still, her alibi was tight. She'd been hosting a school fundraiser the night Emily disappeared, with dozens of people to confirm it. Investigators were once again at a dead end. Then came a break. A deeper look into GPS data from Emily's car revealed repeated stops along a rural road just outside town. The area led to a small, secluded hunting cabin owned by a man no one had considered, an EMT named Darren Lyle. Darren was quiet, polite, and often worked night shifts at the clinic. By all accounts, he was just another hardworking first responder. But when police searched his property, they found a shed behind the cabin with a large freezer. Inside was Emily's body, wrapped in a blue tarp. Autopsy results showed she had suffered blunt force trauma and had likely fought back. In Darren's small desk drawer inside the cabin, detectives found a journal. Inside were pages of obsessive writings, entries describing Emily's heartbreak over the affair, her late-night venting sessions during shifts, and Darren's growing belief that they shared something deeper. In one entry he wrote, "She cried to me. She leaned on me. I could have been everything to her. But she couldn't see it." Darren had never been on the list of suspects. No one saw it coming. But in his mind, Emily's vulnerability had created a fantasy of connection, and when that illusion shattered, so did his restraint. He was arrested and later pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He showed no remorse in court. The town was stunned, not just by the brutality of what he'd done, but by how close the darkness had been all along. The case left Maple Hollow scarred. Dr. Thorne resigned from the clinic and quietly left the state. Melissa filed for divorce and moved away. The clinic updated its staff policies, and the community, once so tightly woven, was never quite the same. A memorial bench now sits outside the clinic where Emily used to work. A small brass plaque reads, "In loving memory of Emily Hart. A healer, a sister, a friend. Gone too soon but never forgotten." Her story is a haunting reminder. Even in the safest towns, behind the warmest smiles, secrets can fester. And sometimes the most dangerous people are the ones we least suspect.